How are you feeling? A lot swirling around on your mind? Confused about your next step to take in life? Whether you should have a new beginning, what that new beginning would even look like? Will it even be successful? What if it fails? What if I decide then to change again? It's not uncommon to have these questions at different points throughout our lives. You can look at it as your soul asking, beckoning for expansion. If there's something we are displeased about in our lives, we always have the opportunity to change. That discomfort, that questioning, that longing, that boredom, whatever it is you're feeling, that confusion is oftentimes a sign saying something new is needed, something that is more in alignment with your joy, with your happiness, your fulfillment, your sense of freedom, adventure, and exploration. And it's not so uncommon for us, sometimes at a very subtle level, or not so subtle level, that we may cause fear to add to the confusion, add to the doubt. In these moments of fear, in the presence of fear, what do you think can be at the other side of that if we push through and take those chances, take those risks on ourselves? Call in those changes. Yes, the unknown can feel jarring, can bring on additional levels of uncomfortability, rise to additional questions that we may not have the answer for. And so yes, more fear can develop. We're not going to beat ourselves up about that, are we? This is just all part of life, beckoning us again to be more in alignment with our joy, our true passion, our true authentic selves. That path that brings us into a more effortless and a more abundant flow with life. Again, this is all part of life. But as we push forward and we choose to bring changes to our lives, despite of the unknown, despite of all the questions and doubt, despite of the fear, one thing we can be sure of, 100% sure of, that if we take this change, to embark on this change with intention, to to create something beautiful. If we consciously approach this path and observing our journey on this path as we change, there is sure to be benefits, sure to be growth, sure to be learnings and lessons. That in itself is success, is something to be grateful for. Because as we move through life, we undertake different experiences, different interactions with different people. We try different things. These allow us, if we try to look past what we take on a different perspective of what we call success or failure. If we look towards opportunities in each situation, in each moment, we will appreciate that whether we think a moment, a situation unfold the way we expected it, there's something there for us. Something there that will help us to fine-tune, get clear on what is it that we want, to move closer into what we want, to develop resilience, tenacity. And we heal, because if we push past fear, there's got to be healing at the other side. As you go throughout it, take that chance, even despite of the unknown. Because we have to not focus on the unknown. Because the unknown, focusing on the unknown, especially when you have all these questions, can add to all the add more fear and put a blockage, stop us from trying anything. We think of some change we want to bring in, and then we immediately start thinking of how we will do it. When will the success come? What will the success be? What about just enjoying the path to the change? Feeling overwhelmed, feeling confused. All these questions. All these questions and more random questions and more random thoughts roaming around on the mind, causing you to sink further and further into a sense of stuckness, despair, confusion. To help to appreciate the opportunities and see clearer our lives, it helps to just sit. Find moments. Sometimes when we are feeling confused, we need to find those moments to just sit in silence, sit in stillness, and be with whatever that shows up. Focusing on the breath, with each inhalation, relaxing the body, and each exhalation we release any tension, bringing calm to the body, calm to the mind, allowing us to see clearer, allowing us to enjoy moments of peace, so that we can have clarity. And yes, while all these questions and doubts are roaming around on the mind, you may wonder, why sit? I can't sit. The thoughts will just still be there, but that's okay. Let them be there. The mind is not your enemy. It's not something to fight against. Those thoughts are there because there's something that's needed. You need something. The mind is just bringing all these things up for your attention. The mind is not saying that everything that it brings up, you need to look at it all at once. That's the story we tell ourselves. That's why we get overwhelmed. We think we need to look at everything all at once. That's why when we look at the unknown about whatever change we want, we might get overwhelmed. Because we are looking at all that, or trying to look at all that we might need to do. And we realize, okay, I'm not sure what to do. Most times this causes us not even to be able to move. We get stuck. With all these thoughts vying for your attention showing up, they're just making you aware that change is needed. That an alignment is needed with your high self, the version of yourself that is okay regardless of what, that knows that you are okay. A version of yourself that is asking for more alignment with joy, peace, love, forgiveness, adventure, creativity, passion. Since we're not trying to stop thoughts, we're not trying to force it. We sit. Even if you just sit, tell the mind that, okay, I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to try to get you to stop, but I'm just going to sit. And I will just focus on my breath. I will just focus on some deep inhalations and exhalations. And any tension that I feel as I inhale, I'll release it on the exhalation. And I'll ensure my breath gets deeper and deeper, slower and slower. Training my mind and body that, okay, I can be okay regardless of whatever's turbulent thoughts are present. You will get some control over that mind. So just sit. Don't run away from anything. Don't try to defend anything. Don't try to change anything. Don't judge anything. All these judging, all these need to run away. You're doing that. But how is it? If you want the change, if you want the peace, you got to try something different. You can't ask for change and expect to still be the same. Because it's you who changes. Your perceptions of what changes. Your transformation into more essence, a more beingness of love, of peace, of abundance. What I'm saying is that the inner you, it's you within, needs to change and see things around you change. So just sit, holding on tight to the knowing that I'm okay. Even if I don't feel like I'm okay. Here is someone saying I should give it a try. Because the only way for me to know now is to give it a try. So give it a try. Sit. Let anything that wants to show up. You can sit, you can face the mind and look at it and just let it, without needing to judge it, without needing to stop anything, and just be there. Let anything that shows up, show up, and they will go away. They're always temporary. Or you can just sit there focusing on your breath. Deep inhalations, releasing tension, deep, slow exhalations. Pulling yourself back to the breath each time it wanders, each time it slips into judging, into internal narratives. And experience mental clarity wash over you. And so the next thing you'll need to do is then to decide, do you really want that change? Because when you get clear, you'll know what you need to do. You'll know whether you need to change. And when you get clear that change is needed, and the choice is yours. Do you remain the same and staying in confusion, staying in sense of lack of joy? It is no inner peace. Let's face the unknown, and let's all face the unknown together. As a collective, let's face the unknown and take a risk on ourselves, take a chance. Time is now. Let's walk our individual path, individually and together. Let's walk our path, supporting each other, being there for each other, being fully open, knowing that you don't have to be alone throughout this process. Yes, it's your path, but you don't have to be alone throughout this process. That's why we come together in community, and we create community. Choose. When you get clear that change is needed, because change doesn't have to be needed, but when you sit and you get clear whether that change is needed, then choose to change. Choose to walk the unknown. Because in the light of those fears, we show up strong and brave. Any fear you're feeling, we're sitting in stillness and silence, and we are not judging it, because we have to feed those fears, feed them with love. We feed ourselves with love and compassion. It's time for change for all of us. What are we waiting for? This is the one life we have. I want to enjoy mine. Do you want to enjoy yours?